Okay, that's so much faster. How did the others not find that style? And PhotoPea does not go for a break style. He goes all the way up, all the way down. He has right first, both of them at the very beginning. So completely different routes here. Sveinr comes in wheel first, and both of them coming down to the corner here, going for the flower, and who won? Welcome back to the last week of the Cream Pie Cup and the penultimate video, as we have two new events to play before we can crown our new champion. We have this short technical level by Markku with the famous Finnish bear, and apart from this level we also have another short level made by Hosp, and this one probably a bit more multi-style than the other, and I have actually no idea which style is fastest in this level. I don't know if you're supposed to start left or start right, or which flower to grab even. I guess we're gonna find out as we jump into the replays. And in our first replay, we have the battle for 4th and 5th place between Sveinr in the spiral shirt and AKB in the AKB shirt. It's Norway against Australia. Let's follow AKB as they both start out towards the left and gonna be grabbing this one apple, come down back for the middle apple here. Sveinr has a tiny little bit of a lead here in the beginning, comes out a little bit faster than AKB, gets a nice wheel pressure, but AKB has a very good part there, and AKB passing Sveinr now, coming in for the last apple. You have to go all the way around here. I don't think it's possible to come in from below, and both get a stick, both come down, avoiding that corner, and okay, AKB goes for a hang here. Sveinr goes all the way around the loop here, and AKB comes in for a head first pipe, Sveinr comes in wheel first, and both of them coming down to the corner here, going for the flower, and who won? No idea, no way to tell who won. Let's see. Sveinr again, tiny early lead here. Maybe the wheel pressure wasn't actually the best because AKB manages to pass him here and coming around the loop to come up from the top, both getting a stick here and again avoiding the corner here. Nice, both of them turning at the same time to look away from that corner. But here, very different style. AKB grabs this apple and manages to keep the head above the ground. Sveinr meanwhile goes around the loop but comes in for a back wheel stick, so that allows Sveinr to come wheel first into this pipe. AKB, crazy man, goes head first, look, even using this indent in the wall here to barely be able to squeeze the head in, and both of them coming down and completely even here, gassing, pushing with brake and coming in for the flower, and it is Sveinr. Sveinr beats AKB by 1/100th of a second. So Sveinr takes 4th place, knocks down AKB into 5th, and I'm following right here behind in 6th. But of course, we have more replays to go, and now it's the battle for 2nd and 3rd place, where we have Mira in the ribcage shirt, PhotoPea in the VLC shirt, and because PhotoPea is the one who organized this entire cup, we'll start out by following him here and see how these players approach the level, and they do go right first, both of them at the very beginning, so completely different routes here. Both of them coming up for this apple. Now will they come back on top, or will they? Okay, they come down below here, oh, and they go for the pipe to come. They go completely the opposite way of what we saw just now. And Mira coming out to an early lead here, comes up, oh beautiful, coming up there, like avoiding the head, very nice. Coming up here, going for like an uphill style, grabbing this apple, and now you just have to come down to the bottom and you can use this outside route here. And Mira has a huge lead over PhotoPea as well, grabs the flower at 32 something, PhotoPea comes in at 34. And completely different styles here, or a completely different route from what we saw before. Coming in, grabbing this apple, using a back wheel stick to come in for this pipe, a little bit of brake push to come in, and this part here was very nice. Oh, look how close the head is there, look how close the head is here. Barely avoiding it, coming out from this pipe, and then just manages to push straight up for the apple, also close to hitting his head up here. Very tricky style to pull off. And coming up here, like pushing up to get a little bit of uphill style here, very nice. Push from the bottom, avoiding that logo, and coming in for the flower from the left side instead. And again, Mira, 3rd place, miles ahead of PhotoPea. Sorry, Mira 2nd place, miles ahead of PhotoPea, who still manages to grab 3rd place, probably thanks to using that different style and the right first start. And of course, we experimented with right first as well, but we couldn't make it that fast, so really impressive by these players to pull that off. But as always, there's of course also the 1st place finish to check out, and if you've been following this cup, you know where this is gonna go, because we have one player who always finishes 1st in every single event except for one so far. So of course, In first place, we have Plastic. Plastic grabs the first place, his first place finish of the cup, and he does it at an insane time of 32:37. Now, of course, you can probably tell by now that Zero did not play this level, but this gap to second place, this is like a Zero-esque finish here by Plastic, so he does not let us down at all. Plastic grabbing the first place, and did he do something else? Like, Mira's run looked very clean to me. This is gonna be really interesting to see. Let's check out Plastic's winning run in the iconic red shirt. Let's follow him. Also starting right first, very nice. Coming down for the drop here. Mira actually coming out to an early lead. So how... Okay, wait, what? Oh, he grabs it by a hang and then comes down here. How... Okay, that's so much faster. How did the others not find that style? That's really incredible. Coming up here and then doing the same style. Nice push, nice avoiding the head here. And he will be able to keep this lead against Mira. So really well done. But Jesus, that entire style and nobody else found it. That's insane. Plastic coming in here for the finish. Very nice, manages to gas, and he just keeps and extends his lead towards the end there. That's so nice to see. And this level had so many hidden stuff to do. Very nice grabbing here, coming down with a little bit of stick. Break push still, coming in. Beautiful execution here by Plastic. And again, this part must have been so hard. Close with the head, close with the head, close with the head. Everywhere you can go. And coming up here, good push here, like gets a lot of left force momentum and manages to get a good break push as well. Good push from the bottom. And here he had a little bit different style as well. He manages to gas very nicely, but then also all down to go low and not hit his polygon here. Beautiful style here at the end by Plastic as well, who wins the 16th event of the Cream Pie Cup. So really fun to see Plastic winning an event here finally, especially after being snubbed in that Jonsta event where he picked the wrong flower against Zero and lost at the very last second. But with that, we'll jump straight into the last event of the entire cup, not taking into consideration the first event of all, which we still haven't checked the results for because that event also finished this week, but this will have to be an entire separate video of its own. So we'll jump into the 17th event by Marku and see what went down in the bear level. And we'll start out with the battle for third place and a podium finish where we have Pock in the paw shirt, we have AKB in the AKB shirt again. And we haven't seen much of Pock in this cup so far, but he is a very good piper, so I'm not at all surprised to see him here competing for a podium finish. And as we haven't been spying him before, we'll start here by following Pock and see they both come out here to the left. I think this is a single style level. Both of them a little bit different style there, push from that small polygon. Both coming in for the pipe here. Will they break? Yeah, they both break. Coming. Good contact there by Pock. Good gassing on the inside of that polygon. Coming out with a huge lead over AKB so far. And here also going for a break. Very hard to control that break. Both coming in and Pock keeping his lead all the way out towards the flower. You have left force gravity and Pock demolishes, honestly, AKB there at the very end. But yeah, a little bit different kind of style. You can see AKB here in the background. Pushes with the front wheel and then pushes away with the back wheel, whereas Pock just kind of like hits the entire polygon and then has a push. And it looks like Pock's style is a little bit faster here, but this break very hard to control. You can see that Pock does a double tap of the brake to not get too much compression. This is very nice pipe control to do these like quick tap succession brakes, and they allow you better grip, but it's way harder to control. But then Pock coming out here and good braking here. You want to exit with a little bit of lean back so you keep your left force momentum. Both of them do it very well. Pock gets a very good push in here with gas. Coming down, and again, this is left force gravity, so you just have to be able to control that change in direction of your gravity. But they both do it very well, and a beautiful runs by both these players. And I just love seeing moves like this. When you come around all volt and gas on the inside, it's just such a good feeling when you nail these types of moves. Pock coming in a quarter of a second faster than AKB. Very sick result considering it's like his first showing in the cup and he just blasts into a podium finish right away. And as you may have gathered by now, Zero also didn't play this last event. You're allowed 2 skips in this cup, so Zero decided to use them on these last week's events. And actually during this last week, Zero and Benne had a day trip to Stockholm, so we met up. Here we are drinking some tea and just chilling out. And don't forget to check out Zero's stream, twitch.tv/ZeroElma. It's not often that you get to watch the world's best player play live. Tuesdays through Thursdays evening time is when he mainly streams. But without further ado, let's jump into the battle for first place in the very last event of the cup, where we have PhotoPea in the VLC shirt competing against me in the cat shirt for the first place finish in the last event of the cup. And again, because it's the organizer, we'll follow PhotoPea here and see who wins the last event. Both of us coming in here, both of us doing the front wheel push that we saw AKB doing as well. Very equal so far. PhotoPea has a slight lead here. Oh, and PhotoPea does not go for a brake style. He goes all the way up, all the way down. He has so much more speed, and he does pass me here at the like middle part of the level, both braking. PhotoPea has a kind of strong brake, maybe too strong actually, but he comes out a little bit ahead right here towards the very end, and PhotoPea takes the win in the very last level with a different style from everybody else. That's kind of insane. PhotoPea has a lead against me here already, so like it's kind of hard to tell actually if this style was much faster or not. But coming up here, using this, oh, and so nice control. Look how it like gets up to the very edge of the corner there. A little bit too much speed or a little bit too much to the right, and he's gonna like lose that grip. But he manages to come in here, and look at this as well. The timing of this Olivolt to just like slide in perfectly and then keeping your balance inside the pipe. It's so hard to do. But actually maybe he lost a little bit of time, or maybe it's like completely even. And braking kind of hard here, losing a little bit of speed. I think I catch up a tiny bit towards the end here. But yeah, he keeps like half a wheel or a full wheel length of lead and keeps it all the way to the end. And not only does PhotoPea win, but he actually breaks the 25-second barrier at 24.97. A well-deserved win, and almost kind of poetic that PhotoPea wins the very last event of his very own cup. And I'll just take this moment to say thank you, PhotoPea, for a very nice cup. It's been so much fun to play. But of course, the cup is not finished yet. That was technically the last event, but we still have the very first event that started when the cup started 9 weeks ago, and it's worth double the points as well. It's a huge chain level by several designers, and it's so big that it has to be a video of its own. So before this, we can't actually know how the entire cup finished. So I'll see you next week as we go through this mastodon level and see the final results of the Cream Pie Cup. If you haven't, maybe subscribe so you don't miss it, but either way, I'll see you there. Thanks for watching.